Well, not starting the vlog in the garage like normal, but we do have parts. Just got in the coolant tank. Shiny. So hopefully this is gonna fix the problems. And Bobby over there just grabbed a length of hose that I didn't even know we had. This is actually kind of flexible, and this will probably work out for the top of the head and probably the bottom. That might be just enough for everything that I needed.
Oh, we got plenty too. We got a whole bunch. We got a whole roll back there.
So I'm not saying I'm gonna take more, but if you see more, just forget where I got it. Also, finally got the sway bar end links. Finally get those. You know, AutoZone is a thief. They wanted 50 bucks. 50 bucks for one. Can you believe that? 50 bucks for one. Online somewhere, which I'm pretty sure is like the same manufacturer because it all comes from the same factory somewhere. $8. So this will hopefully fix the problem and won't have the sway bar cutting up any more axle boots. And that's gonna be what we install this weekend. Friday, work is done. Walking out to the car, it just puts a smile on your face. Just puts a smile on your face. How many of you guys just love walking out to your car and just see it sitting there? Although she's dirty, but you know, still love her. Still love her. Whew. Not many things can equate to opening a car with no tint in Florida that's been sitting out in the sun for 8 hours. Need to get the tint done in this car like yesterday. What's going on, guys? Back again in the garage for another video, another vlog. The temperature has gone down. The sun's starting to go down. It's like 6:30 right now. And that means I can work on the car without dying of sweat. I have all the parts. They came in. The ones that I showed you guys earlier. The water tank. The sway bar end links. The axles here. So the plan this week, get the car back together in one piece, get her started running, have everything hooked back up, get her back in one piece, and take her for a test drive. I posted this on Instagram earlier, but check out what happened over the weekend in my neighborhood. You guessed it. Speed bumps. Somebody thought in their infinite wisdom that this neighborhood needed speed bumps. Now, wouldn't be a problem if they were 200 feet down the road. Wouldn't have to bother me. But we own 3 lowered cars, and these speed bumps are a pain in the butt. Well, if you could see, this is where the sway bar end link would attach, and it is clearly broken. So the plan is screw that off somehow, I'm not exactly sure how, and install the new ones. So let's get that started. I gotta do a lot of degreasing because all that axle grease just got everywhere and it's a mess down here. Alright guys, got the old bushing out, or end link out. As you can see, the bushing that should be captured here is, well, it's here on the bolt. That's not where it's supposed to be. Look at that. It's seen better days. Should look like this, with the bushing captured inside the end. So this is what we're going to install. This is just a 17 millimeter nut right there that you have to break loose. It spins out of the sway bar right there, and then it's a 13 mil bolt.
I called Casey. I talked to her for a bit before I leave. But yeah. I'll make sure to pull out, by the way. Hey, buds.
Hola.
You want to hear my thought about your speed bumps? They're not going to be that much longer. They're going to be gone.
That doesn't mean I had anything to do with it, just so you know.
I'll take full credit for it.
Okay.
I'll post them on Craigslist.
Alright.
Speed bumps for sale.
Alright, well, the axle's back in. The end link is attached, the new one. Got the lower bolts for the lower control arm to the hub back in. They put up one hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. Now, I used to be real considerate about starting this baby up 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't have that consideration anymore. So it's gonna be until it warms up, and then I'm gonna back out slowly and probably drive around the whole neighborhood before I leave and go to work. Alright, so I tracked down my teeny tiny water leak to right, so I can get some more light in here for you guys. There we go. Look at that. Right there. I sealed it up, but I must have missed a little spot. So a little bit of water is leaking out of there, so I'm gonna reseal it. That way I have no water leaks, because water leaks in a VR, bad news. So while Christian is cutting wood at 9 o'clock at night,
Like 8:40.
whatever, I'm over here getting ready to install my brand new water tank. Big thanks to Austin and the guys over at Blood Fire Fabrication up in Thomaston. I think it's Thomaston, Connecticut. Blood Fire Fabrication. They hooked it up. They can make them custom applications any way you want them. Just tell them what your dimensions are. How do you want it to be? Heater core, no heater core, and they'll get it squared away. What I really wanted to show you is look at the tank. Look how smooth it is.
That's really nice.
Look how black and glossy.
Come on, nice. I'm gonna do one of those. I'm torn though. Do I keep my coolant ball or I get one of those?
They're like, no! Look, see? You didn't see that speed bump, did you?
Tump, tump.
It is, I don't know what time it is. What time is it?
9:45? 26.
9:30. We're out here cutting wood. Shop is open. Got the lights going.
This shop
We got the
is
wood
open.
floors going in, the Mark IIIs. If any neighbor is complaining about it, whatever, that's your business. Shouldn't have put the speed bump in.
Full shop.
Alright, back in the garage. Painted up the coolant tank yesterday. Just a semi-flat black. So this is gonna get installed now. So what I have to do is, hopefully I don't have to take the engine cover. I might have to, but it's the 3 bolts down here on the side of the head next to the timing chain tensioner, the big tensioner bolt. Get the 3rd bolt off, mount this up, and then start running the hoses. Alright, I found my bolts. Okay, let's get the bolts started. Alright, find a bolt, socket, and secure it. Alright, what I got now is, if you can see this, the port off the head and the spout for the water tank is almost at a 90. I have pre-formed hose, which I'm going to use. We're going to go this route, cut it about here, that way it's a small 90-degree bend, and go right into the water tank. Got you guys some light so you can see what I did. Cut the hose about 4 or 5 inches coming out of the top of the head. It's a 90 right into the water tank. As you can see, it is a perfect fit. These hoses were a little big, so what I did was I had another section of this hose previously. I cut it, put it on the inside, and made like a double hose, if you can see. lucky enough, this never leaked. This was actually a solid. I've never had any problems at this point. But now I have the piece that I need. This will go to the thermostat housing, the top part, and then I can run this straight into the bottom port of the coolant tank for a perfect fit. Okay, so have the lower port for the coolant tank hooked up. The hose just switched over to a little longer piece because we're getting rid of the coolant wire, which is still in the car, or else I'd show you. I'm gonna replace it with a union like this, and this hose will go like that, so it'll look like one hose. Alright, as of now, all coolant connections are made besides the ones to the radiator tank. Wiring's all put back together. Coolant tank here is nice and firm. All the hoses are tight. Any superficial leaks, just because. Okay, front end's back on. Upper red hose is on and connected. Doesn't look bad at all. Lower one is. Just glued in the sensor probe right there. That's glued in. So next, all I have to do is wire up the fans and intake on and fill it with coolant and start it. Alright, in an interesting turn of events, I backed the car out under its own power, got into the middle of the street, and found out I had no power. So it just sounded like the axle was spinning inside the hub, which I was really afraid that it was just that AutoZone gave me the wrong axle, which is possible. See. Nope. They gave me the wrong axle. They gave me the wrong axle. They clearly gave me the wrong axle. So just went back to advanced, which should never do. They gave me the wrong axle in a crappy box. Now, I probably shouldn't have accepted the axle, but I wanted it, and I thought it looked the same. Now I see that it's obviously wrong. I go back in there, the same lady, she remembered me, and she's telling me that it's spaced out. They gave me the right axle for the part number for the car. I'm like, no, lady, they didn't. You didn't. You weren't here. They didn't give me an axle nut. They didn't give me any hardware. They didn't give me no axle grease in the box, and the box looked like it had been through World War III. So, at least she was semi-cool, and she said she would order a new axle, and it'll be here tomorrow at 1:30. So now there's that.
Fingers crossed.
And I gotta go back. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Pull this. Now I'm gonna leave it outside. Screw it. Leave the car outside, and then just deal with it tomorrow. Pull the old one off when I get home from church, and hopefully it's the right one. Otherwise, she'll see that they ordered the part numbers wrong. She's telling me, oh, they got what's the VIN number? I can only really 100% check by the VIN. I'm like, listen, lady, the car's not here. And who checks parts by VIN numbers? This isn't a dealer. It's a 2.8. Just give me my stuff.
Get my axle.
So mad. I just wanted to drive it. I would have been able to drive it. Would have been driving right now.
Yeah, we had a Mutts thing planned.
I'm still going to Mutts, but I'm saying the point is.
You think, no, we're still on the Mutts.
The point is now, like, should have been in the Mark III. I guess I gotta take the Mark VI. It's cool.
I can tell you.
It's cool.
I have a tow hook.
Be quiet. So after the AutoZone, no, not AutoZone. Sorry, I keep saying AutoZone because I normally go there and they're normally professional and get everything right. Advanced catastrophe. We took the axle out pretty quick, and I'll get to shove it in somebody's face tomorrow that they gave me the wrong one and they don't know what they're talking about. But on a better note, we're going to Mutt's. We're here with the rest of the family. Beautiful wife, say hi.
Hey.
Isaiah's in the back doing Transformer things. So we're gonna go eat because I'm starving.
That's right.
Missed out on the food vlog. There's a piece of it there.
Who's slacking?
Amateurs.
Yeah, listen, when you're amateurs, when you're hungry, you just want to eat your food. You don't want to film it.
I filmed the clip.
Film it. How many times are you gonna see a burger, anyways?
Yeah, man. This is good to me.
All right, gonna end the day with car stuff here, back in the garage. The axle's on order. It'll be here tomorrow around 1:30, she said. So hopefully as soon as I get it, I could slap it in the car, hoping it's the right axle this time. And once the axle's in, it's road test time. I would have wished to been able to do it today, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get hiccups when you're building cars and modifying cars and all that stuff. So with that said, do all that YouTube stuff that YouTube people always ask people to do. I'm not gonna say it. And I'll see you guys next time in the garage.